Good morning. Welcome to JCE Connect. Today we will be dealing with the experiment condensation in drop pipe and film phase. So what is meant by condensation? It is the conversion of vapor phase into liquid phase. So which we usually see in the vessels in which we are boiling the water and on which we are placing a lid, and after boiling the water, when we switch off the flame, what will happen? Whatever vapor is there, it will form into liquid on the lid, at the bottom of the lid, so that you can see as the droplets of water which are forming on the lid of the on the plate of the lid. So now, depending on the same concept, we are going with this experiment. So for creating a vapor, we want to boil the water. For boiling the water, we are having a boiler at the bottom, which is boiling the water to a higher temperature and converting that water into steam. So now, in this experiment, we are going to determine the rate of heat transfer and the heat transfer taking place in the condensation. So there are two types of condensation which are happening, that is drop wise and that is one more is film wise. So to create this steam, as I have told, we are using the boiler, and that boiler is coming out of this red tube which is connected to the boiler, and that steam is coming out of this red tube and it is flowing coming up to this point. Okay, now when this comes to this point, it has been distributed into this two chambers. So in this chamber, which is enclosed completely, and we are having a tube. These are the two tubes which are present over here. So this tube is made up of copper, and this tube is made up of copper, but it is plated with nickel. So in this, so whatever steam is there, it will be flowing into this tube, this red tube. The steam temperature will be same, and steam flow rate will be same. So now, when the steam is getting in, it is flowing into this chamber. The steam, whatever is there, it is coming from this nozzle and getting into the chamber. Now we have got the higher temperature part. Now we want the lower temperature part for the condensation. So the lower temperature part is, so whatever we are flowing the water through this tube and flowing into this through this green pipe, and it is entering into this copper tube from the inside. Okay, this green tube is connected to this copper tube from the inside. So whatever is happening, what is happening is, we are changing the flow rate of the water by using the rotameter. The flow rate will be same for both the tubes. The flow rate we are keeping same for both the tubes. So what I will do is, we will change the flow rate, required flow rate, and we will allow the fluid to flow through this, or the liquid to flow through this tube. Okay, so when the cold fluid, which is at low, we can't say it is a cold fluid, we are saying it is a normal temperature fluid, which is at ambient temperature, it is flowing through this tube, and the hot steam is flowing outside the tube, inside the chamber. So because of change in temperature, so what is happening is, whatever steam is there, which is at higher temperature, is getting converted into liquid phase, and it is just getting stick to this surface, copper tube, and the surface of this cylinder. Okay, the same thing will be happening over here. The only difference will be that here we are forming drop wise condensation, and here we are getting film wise condensation. So what is the difference between drop wise condensation and film wise condensation, guys? Is that, so whatever condensation is droplets is forming, it is forming in terms of droplets here and there. So whenever the next form of steam is entering into this, it will allow this steam to condense in another surface wherever there is leftover places there. But if there is a film wise condensation, what is happening is, the film is the kind of layer which is forming on whole tube, and it is not allowing the another layer of steam to form a kind of film on that, and it is creating that film which has created first, it is creating a resistance to this another layer of film. Okay, so because of which the heat transfer rate is low in the film wise condensation compared to drop wise condensation. So in drop wise condensation, at the end we can say that the rate of heat transfer in drop wise condensation is more compared to the rate of heat transfer in film wise condensation, and heat transfer coefficient is more in drop wise condensation, and heat transfer coefficient is less in this. So we have here that depends on the surface roughness. Okay, the copper tube this is more rough, and this is a kind of smooth surface, you can see, which is plated with this copper tube is plated with nickel. So because of which we are having here drop by, here film wise condensation. So here this is just the setup of this experiment. And one more thing, so whatever water is entering into this tube, it is flowing through this tube, copper tube, and it is coming out from this red tube. So this green tube means the water is cold and the red tube means the water is hot. So whatever steam is created or whatever steam is flowing over it, it is absorbing, the water is absorbing the heat and coming out with higher temperature. So which temperature, and for both the tubes. Okay, so now we'll see about the temperatures which we have to measure. So first one is T1 temperature, that is water inlet temperature. So whatever water is entering into both the tubes, that is the temperature of the water, which is measured by a thermocouple. Next is T2 is copper tube surface temperature. So we are having two thermocouples. So where there is one thermocouple which is inside the chamber and one more thermocouple is attached to this surface, this copper surface. So this T2 is the copper tube specimen temperature. Next one is copper specimen chamber temperature. So wherever the copper specimen is there, the chamber temperature is measured by T3 thermocouple. The next one is T4 is nickel plated copper tube surface temperature. Okay, this is the surface temperature. You can see there are same, the both thermocouples are there. One thermocouple is attached to the surface and one other thermocouple is open to the chamber. So that is T4, and T5 is the nickel plated copper chamber temperature. So that the outside thermocouple which is there here, it is providing the outside temperature of the outside chamber temperature of the nickel plated copper tube. Next one is T6 is steam inlet temperature. So as I have said, the steam will be entering into both the tubes and it will be coming out with the same flow rate, and the temperature will also remain same. As we are not changing any temperature, we are not changing the flow rate, the temperature remains same at both the tubes. Okay. The next is water outlet temperature from the copper tube. T7 is water outlet temperature, this one. For copper tube this is T7, and water outlet temperature for nickel plated copper tube is T8. So by this we have got all the readings for T1 to T8, and by using some temperatures we are going to calculate the values for heat transfer coefficient using the LMTD method. So we will go to the calculation part. Okay, so this is the experiment. Now we will be discussing the calculation for the condensation in drop wise and film wise. So the specifications which are going to see are thermocouple used, that is Teflon coated, chromal aluminum, etc. The diameter of the copper tube is 16 mm. The length of the copper tube is 300 mm. The capacity of the boiler is 2 kg per centimeter square. So the glass tube diameter in which we are placing the copper tubes is 150 mm. The length is 300 mm and the thickness is 5 mm. So now we will be seeing the tabular column. So in the tabular column there are two things which are water flow rate and temperature in degrees Celsius. The water flow rate we have calculated or we have observed using the rotameters RT1 and R2. As we have seen in the diagram that, as we have seen in the experiment that there are two rotameters and both are having the same flow rate of water flowing through it, and that is calculated by using in terms of cc per second. So that we have to convert it into kg per second. That will be 0.04 kg per second, and the temperatures which were there T1 to T2, T3, T4, T5, T6, T7, T8 are the 8 temperatures which we have seen in the experiment, where T1 is the water inlet temperature, T2 is the surface temperature of the copper, T3 is the chamber temperature in which the copper is placed, T4 is the temperature of the surface of the nickel copper tube, T5 is the chamber temperature for that, and T6 is the steam inlet temperature, T7 is the water outlet temperature for the copper tube, and T8 is the water outlet temperature for nickel plated copper tube. So for T1 we are getting 30.9, T2 63.4, T3 74.5, T4 95, T5 96.9, T6 110, T7 38.5, T8 44. So these are the readings which we have got from the experiment. Now the calculation part. So as we have seen from the tabular column that we have got the flow rates and the temperatures. So based on the calculations are in such a way. First one is heat carried away by the water in film wise condensation, that is for copper tube. So the formula for heat carried away is Q equal to mfw cpfw delta T. This formula is nothing but Q equal to mcp delta T. So where mp is the mass, the mass, this is nothing but mass flow rate, this is specific heat, and delta T is change in temperature. So this specific heat is in kilojoules per kg, mass flow rate is kg per second. So based on the formula, we are determining the heat carried away by the water. So whatever water is flowing through the tube, how much amount of heat it has been carrying out when the steam is flowing over it. So the answer is this much for film wise condensation. So for that we are going to calculate the LMTD for film wise. The formula is T3 minus T7 minus T3 minus T1 divided by ln T3 minus T7 divided by T3 minus T1. So when we calculate the value, we are getting that LMTD to be 39.67 degrees Celsius. So now the last part is to calculate the heat transfer coefficient. So total heat transfer to the surface in the film wise is given as QFW H0 A0 into LMTD FW. So A0 is the area of the tube, that is pi dl. This is diameter of the tube, this is length of the tube. So I want heat transfer coefficient, so I'll manipulate the formula, so I'll get this equation at the end. So by substituting the values from the readings and from the above calculation, we are getting the answer as 2127.76 watt per meter square degree Celsius. So now we will be checking for the drop wise. So heat carried away by the water in the drop wise at nickel plated copper tube. So the formula is same, that is Q equal to mCp delta T. M is mass flow rate, Cp is specific heat, and delta T is change in temperature. So change in temperature here is T8 minus T1. That is the temperature at the water temperature at the outlet of this tube and inlet temperature of the water at this tube, that is nickel plated copper tube. Now by substituting all the values, we got as 2193.98 watt. Now for this, the same procedure we have to go as we have gone through film wise condensation. T4 minus T8 minus T4 minus T1 divided by ln T4 minus T8 by T4 minus T1. So the answer will be 57.3 degrees Celsius. Now, so the total heat transfer to the surface, to calculate the total heat transfer, that is H0, the same formula we are using as we are used in film wise condensation. So for this, A0 equal to pi d naught L. So this is for nickel plated copper tube, this the diameter. So diameter and length are same for both tubes. Okay, so for that we are getting this formula and we are substituting the values from the calculations and the table, and we are getting this value. So you have seen that for H0 of film wise, it is 2127.76 watt per meter square degrees Celsius. So which one is more? From the experiment we are getting that H0, the heat transfer coefficient for drop wise condensation is more. Therefore this is more efficient compared to the film wise condensation. So this is the most efficient compared to film wise condensation, but practically we are facing the whenever the condenser is working, it is working with film wise condensation. Okay, so thank you. If you have any queries, you can contact me.